We are very excited to be beginning the registration process for 2017-18. And this year, for you as a sophomore, you will have many opportunities to take exciting classes and to create a schedule that will not only challenge you academically, but will prepare you for life beyond the classroom as you look to your future. So we want to spend a little bit of time to give you information not only about the course registration process, but some information that you might need to make the whole process run smoothly and to let you know all of the choices that you have here at Wheaton Academy for you during your sophomore year. This process is extremely important, and we would encourage you to think about your goals, not only for while you're at Wheaton Academy, but the goals you have in terms of college, where you would like to go to school, and potentially even what you would like to major in. We want you to think about your course load as an opportunity to discover your gifts and passions. So we encourage you to take things that you may be interested in but may not be completely certain about. And we want to ensure that as we seek to prepare you for life beyond the classroom, that you get to face challenges, that your coursework stretches you, that you have to overcome adversity, and that you develop the habits and skills necessary to be successful outside of the classroom, both in college and in life beyond. For Wheaton Academy, this process is extremely important because we use the registration data to make decisions about what courses we will offer, as well as personnel decisions for us at the school. So we would ask that you take this process seriously and carefully reflect on what classes you might take so that we can ensure that this process will be accurate and we can make great decisions for the 2017-18 school year. As I mentioned, you want to think through a number of factors as you choose classes. So in the next few weeks, we would encourage you to set aside some time to sit down as a family and even potentially to make appointments with your teachers to talk through classes you might possibly choose. As you think through this process, it is very important to consider your goals. Where do you want to be at the end of your sophomore year? What are your goals for your time at Wheaton Academy? But more importantly, what is your vision and dream for the future? That might include college. That might include a particular career path. And one of the things we're excited about is there are a lot of opportunities for you while you're still in high school to take a look at what lies ahead and to really think through how you might move in the direction of your dreams and goals. You need to think through your strengths and your weaknesses, as well as the motivation and time you have to put into your academic work. Especially if you're considering taking advanced or AP classes, it is critically important to understand how important your effort is as it relates to your success. And so you need to think carefully about your co-curricular involvement, your job, your involvement at church. All of the things that make you a well-rounded person should play into the decisions you make as you think about the classes you will take next year. You received your course recommendation sheet on March the 1st, and your parents got information about the registration process as well as course offerings, among many other things, at curriculum night on March the 6th. We want you to take some time over the next 2 weeks and talk with your parents and complete the registration sheet. That sheet needs to be turned in March the 15th in advisory. During those 2 weeks, you, if you have questions, can meet with individual teachers as well as members of student services as they seek to look at your progress towards your graduation requirements as well as your classes that you were recommended for and help you make the best decisions. We will complete the registration process in advisory groups on March the 22nd. Our student services staff will be ready, willing, and able to help you not only answer questions, but to sit down with you individually to craft your schedule in such a way that will allow you to accomplish your goals, to be academically challenged, and to have a great time exploring new learning opportunities. So we encourage you to reach out to them if you have questions or want to set up an individualized meeting. Just a reminder, your graduation requirements should be kept in your site as you think through your course scheduling. This is the list of core academic requirements. Don't forget, you need to take 2 semesters of fine arts among these many other options in order to meet your graduation requirements. This list doesn't include electives or your 4 winterim experiences that you will take during your time at Wheaton Academy. Now, it's also important to realize that in addition to your graduation requirements, many colleges have recommendations of their own in terms of what they hope to see in a potential student that will come to their school. Oftentimes, this includes taking 4 full years of science and math. So we encourage you to resist the temptation of stopping early. Additionally, taking a world language is absolutely critical, whether it's French, Spanish, or Chinese. This not only prepares you for college and study at the collegiate level, but it will also prepare you to interact with and work alongside of people from different cultures. We know that in today's job market, it is highly competitive, and being able to speak a second or potentially third language makes you someone that potential employers are excited to bring onto their team. And so, as you look at your schedule, we want you to make sure that you place yourself in courses that will challenge you, that will give you the most opportunities to go to whatever college you want and to engage the passions and gifts that you have. If you are considering playing a college sport, athletics at the college level is a very exciting prospect, but the NCAA clearinghouse requires that all potential college athletes meet certain academic standards. So we encourage you to go to the website as well as speak with Mr. Gregerson to ensure that your coursework and the classes that you are selecting will place you in a position where the first day you step on campus, you are immediately eligible to play your desired sport. Now, many of you are thinking about classes at the advanced and AP level. AP classes allow you to take college courses and potentially get college credit while you're still in high school. As you think about these, it's very important to look at yourself as an individual. For some students, taking one advanced or AP class is a great stretch, and for others, taking multiple classes is the direction they should go. There's no one right path, but it's important to think through your schedule, your willingness to commit time, your academic strengths and weaknesses, and we want you to talk to your parents and teachers. Also, you want to look at the classes you were recommended for and think through how all of that fits together. Just because you're recommended for a class doesn't mean you have to take it, but we want you to take seriously the things that your teachers have said about possibilities for your schedule in the future. Also, remember that many of our advanced classes do have summer reading requirements, and so you should consider that as well. As a sophomore, you are beginning to enter into a time where there's much greater flexibility in terms of your schedule and having opportunities to take elective classes. The required classes that you need to take are as follows. For Bible, you take the 1-semester spiritual formation class. In English, you have to take English 2 and Communication for the 21st Century. In social studies, you either take AP World History, AP Art History, or you take Contemporary World History, and then you get to choose from Art History, Revolutions, or Heroes and Villains. Science, many of you are ready to progress into the chemistry sequence, and you can take regular or advanced chemistry. Math, many of you need to think through what class comes next. For some of you, it's geometry, but for others, it may be college algebra, algebra 2, pre-calculus, among many others. Remember, for PE, you are required to take a PE class, and we'll share with you shortly the opportunities you have to meet that requirement. Again, for all of your classes, pay attention to the course recommendation sheet that you received on March the 1st. The fine arts classes that are opportunities for you to meet your graduation requirement of taking 2 semesters are leveled, so you need to make sure that you've met all prerequisites for the classes that you wish to take. For many of our fine arts classes, there may be equipment requirements, class time required outside of the school day, or a small fee, and so you should take a look at these as well. If you have questions, talk to Mr. Hockett or the teacher of the particular class in which you are interested. So what about PE? You have 2 options. You may take a class during the day, which could include strength and conditioning, which we highly recommend for all athletes, dance, or fitness and total body conditioning. Remember, if you're taking dance for PE credit, you can't combine it and use it for fine arts credit in the same semester. Or you can meet the PE requirement outside of school by doing the performance program, again, strongly recommended for all athletes, fitness for life, an off-campus sport, or participate in our physical fitness performance testing. If you have questions, talk to Mr. Weisenborn and he can help you. So this year we have some new course offerings that are very exciting, including some new master program courses in science, which would be 3D design and creation, advanced Python programming, and engineering design. We're offering Chinese 4 in the classroom, and then we have college prep math, which will give you an opportunity potentially as a senior to prepare for a basic gen ed class your freshman year in college. Applied communication and sculpture are both classes that you might consider either this year or perhaps your junior year. Additionally, we have electives in almost every single discipline at Wheaton Academy. So we want you to think through how those elective classes can help you develop your gifts and talents. There are a few other curriculum changes that you may want to be aware of, primarily consisting of name changes in classes. Many of these don't necessarily apply to you this year as a sophomore, but we wanted to make sure that you were aware, especially in case you are trying to meet additional requirements during your sophomore year as you seek to take more AP classes or advanced level classes. Remember, you have a great opportunity to participate in our summer academy. And for many of you, what this does is it opens up slots during the year to take multiple electives, potentially to take a world language and a fine arts class at the same time. These classes give you space in your schedule. As a sophomore, you might consider taking communication for the 21st century or world history, the revolutions class. Both of those would give you the opportunity to eliminate a graduation requirement and open up space in your schedule, although you are certainly welcome to take some of the elective classes as well. Additionally, if you're interested in chemistry, you could take a full-day chemistry course either at the regular or accelerated advanced level. If you take the accelerated advanced level, what that would allow you to do is take AP chemistry as a sophomore. And so we encourage you to think through how you might use the summer to open up space in your schedule. You could take dance or rock climbing, and both of those would meet your PE requirements as well. Oftentimes, we get common questions like who's teaching that next year? And right now, the answer is we don't know. We are working on making the master schedule, and we'll take all the registration data and make those decisions later on in the spring. If for some reason you're not recommended for a class you want to take, the first person you need to go talk to is your teacher. And we strongly encourage you to have those important conversations. We want to get you in the best possible place. And so talking with your teacher will be critically important as you think through those recommendation options. We really strongly encourage you to take this process seriously now, as we aren't interested in having students make choices and then drop classes later on. So really, think about what classes you pick now, about your time, your ability, your willingness to invest, and how all of those things fit together so that we can ensure the schedule you choose now is the schedule you'll take next year. And if for some reason you're not sure you'll be back at Wheaton Academy, go ahead and register. That way we'll make sure that we have you in classes, and if you are back next year, everything will be all set and ready to go. Over these next 3 weeks, if you have questions, please talk to your parents and teachers. Also, you can make an appointment with Student Services, as any one of them would be happy to discuss your schedule with you. This is an exciting time, and we look forward to helping you get into classes that will not only challenge you academically, but will also help you to develop the skills and habits that will help you be successful, not only here at Wheaton Academy, but in life beyond, at college and as you get a job in the future.